Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Balanced Vibes podcast. This is your host, Kersten, and today I'm going to give you a 10-minute total body strength training workout. Sometimes you just don't have too much time, but you want to get something done because something is always better than nothing. And I'm going to give you two types of workouts and actually lay it out for you exactly so that you know what to do if you are in the situation where you are short on time, but you want to do something. Why would you even do a 10-minute workout? Because I think this is how a lot of people think. They think, okay, I don't have time for the full thing. My workout is usually an hour long, so why would I even bother? Because this is like nothing. And actually, I remember myself being this way too back in the day when I was running a lot. I remember my roommate, she was like, I'm going to head out. And she was back in 20 minutes. I was like, what? Why did you come back already? Like, did you even go? She's like, yeah, I did 20 minutes. That's all that I had. And in my mind, it was totally useless because you got to do your 60-minute run, right? And I've shared this before too. For me, like it was 60 minutes or 10 kilometers every single day. This is what I had to do. I honestly, like thinking back, I don't even know how did this. But the idea here is that it does not have to be all or nothing, and something is always better than nothing. So why is it better than nothing? Well, first of all, you are continuing to tell your body what you've been trying to tell it all the time, which is build muscle, right? Get stronger, build muscle. You're still sending the same message, even if the duration of your workout is shorter. So really, consistency is really important. And I think it's sometimes we don't realize that. Sometimes we think that, if I do just like one workout, every now and then when I remember, it's better to break that one workout down and do it like 3 days a week, even if they're shorter workouts. So it's important to continue to kind of sending your body that muscle building message. We're still doing this. We're still being consistent, even if it's not the long workout that I'm usually doing. The second reason why you should still do a workout if you have only 10 minutes is that it really energizes you, because sometimes we can get stuck with work stuff and get really tired and kind of lethargic and just trying to do the work thing. But try, if you do a 10-minute workout, see how you come back. You come back a lot more energized and a lot more ready to continue where you left off. Also, it helps you to make better choices otherwise, because when we do something like good for our body, when we do a workout, we want to do more good things, right? So many people tell me that when they do their workout pretty early in the day, then their entire day is better. And however you find like is best way to start your day, whatever you do to kind of take care of yourself, if it is like meditation or if it's a walk, something that kind of sets the tone for day, it's good to do it versus just like rushing out the door and not eating and just feeling really rushed all day long. This is definitely not good. So now when you, for example, start your day with that 10-minute workout, you're more likely to make other better choices for your well-being and health and for your body. And lastly, it really helps you to practice getting rid of that all or nothing mindset. And I already briefly mentioned that a lot of us have that. It's this or nothing at all, right? But it's not true. It's definitely better to do a little bit, even if it's not the full thing. All right, so next time I'm going to give you two types of workouts that if you literally have just 10 minutes that you can do. The first one is more intense training. So it is sort of like high intensity training, but it's a little bit different in what we are used to seeing. So I feel like what we see usually when we talk about high intensity training is just like going really fast, not thinking about form at all. The goal is to burn a bunch of calories and get super sweaty and get super achy and sore and just feel like, oh, I did this. So I talked about this in one of my previous episodes where I talk about stop thinking about these three things if you want to get real workout results. And this was one of the things. So you should not be focusing on sweating and getting sore and how many calories your workout burned. But sometimes a little bit more intense exercise is a good idea. And I would do it a little bit different from what I just described. So for example, when I want to do a high intensity workout because I only have 10 minutes, then I might pick like 4 exercises and do them in a circuit, but I would really pay attention to my form. And once I'm done with the circuit, I'm actually resting until I'm feeling I'm ready to go again. So in a traditional, I don't know if it's traditional, but in many HIIT workouts that I've seen online, it's just about that go, 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 and there's no break at all. It's almost like you have to feel sick and like throw up at the end of the workout. So this is not how I want you to do it. So here's one way, one example high intensity workout that could be useful in those times when you only have 10 minutes. So you can start with 10 push-ups, for example. You do those and you, what's your form? right? It's not about doing like pumping out like a million reps, but it is about doing them with good form, chest to floor, and then, proper plank position. Then the second exercise would be 20 walking lunges. You can add weights here if you have weights, but if you don't, you can do it with body weight. So that's going to be 10 steps per leg. Next one is going to be bench dips. This is where it works your triceps, right? So the bench is behind you, and then you're lowering your butt down, so bending your elbows. This is your bench dips, and then 5 inchworms, where you're standing up, then you put your hands down, walk all the way out to your plank position, and walk back up. So you might think, for example, oh, inchworm, it's not a fast exercise at all. And that's the point, like high intense training does not necessarily have to be like only like box jumps and burpees. It can also be like real strength exercises where you move with full control and you're just doing them with minimal breaks. So this is a circuit that I would do, and this is pretty much the only time that I recommend a circuit training. Other than that, I'm always a fan of straight sets. I feel like they work better and get you the strength gains better. But if all you have is 10 minutes and you do these 4 exercises, push-ups, walking lunges, bench dips, and inchworms, and then I want you to rest and feel like ready, that feel until you wait until you're ready to start the next round. And that might mean that all you can get done is three rounds of that, and that's okay. It's still better than nothing, and it's definitely better than going so fast and so hard that you can barely breathe and your form is totally breaking down. So this is one thing that you can do. In general, I don't do a lot of HIIT workouts. I almost never do them myself anymore at all, and I rarely give them to my clients. Sometimes it can be like they are on a vacation, for example, or it is a holiday time and they want to get something done. Then like, okay, we can do it for like a couple of weeks. You can do like a couple of these here and there. But generally speaking, if you have the times like a normal regular day and time of the year, then I definitely recommend full workouts that are actually strength based and not so much focusing on the intensity. But for sometimes like holidays, vacations, this is good. All right, and the second type of workout that you can do when you have very little time is what I call just practice workouts. What it means is basically just doing one exercise. Yes, one exercise, and it could be anything that you feel like you need to practice more. For example, most people could have better squats, to be honest. A lot of people could have a better, let's say, deadlift, right? But the key here is that you are now taking a lot lighter weight than what you usually do. Let's say that you are able to squat with 100 pounds. So now your practice workout, when all you do is only squats, in your practice workouts, your weight is just 50 pounds. And you're focusing on your form. You're focusing on getting as low as possible. You're focusing on keeping your back straight, your core engaged, your knees and your feet positioned correctly. And you want to make sure that you do it right. And then maybe you do 5 reps, maybe you do 8 reps, and then you put the barbell down or dumbbells down, and then you rest, and then you do it again. And this is literally what you do. And you can do this with any exercise, any of the big lifts. I mean, I wouldn't do it with smaller things like, let's say, like, I don't know, bicep curls. I wouldn't do 10 minutes of chest biceps curls, but it's more like technical stuff that you know that you need to improve. And also I recommend that they are like bigger muscle group exercises that really send that muscle building message like all over your body, right? So for example, when you do your deadlift, and like I said, maybe like half a weight or so, when you do a squat, when you do your overhead press, when you do bench press, when you do your barbell or dumbbell row, these are the exercises that you typically want to practice. You can, of course, do also more technical stuff. For example, you could practice Turkish get-ups, because I think this is also very, very technical lift that takes a lot of practice to get it right. And now you can maybe even see this 10-minute workout as an opportunity to focus on something in a little more detail versus like doing it quickly when it's part of your workout. You can definitely practice pull-ups. I think that would be absolutely great. So you can practice also with bands. You can practice your pull-ups. So take that 10 minutes and practice that. So these 2 types of workouts for times when you are really busy and don't have more than maybe 10 minutes, you can do an intense training, and that would be in a circuit manner, or you can do what I call practice workout, where you're just focusing on one exercise. And remember, this is not a waste of time. It's never a waste of time. It's still strengthening your body, and it's still keeping up the frequency, because it is better to do that 10-minute workout than none at all. Other than if it is, of course, your rest day, don't do it. But let's say that you're typically doing a 45 or like 60-minute workout. Now you can't do it. Well, now let's do that 10-minute workout instead. So I hope this helped you. If you have any thoughts, any ideas, how you have any questions you would like me to cover on this podcast, then please let me know. You can reach out everywhere: Instagram DMs, YouTube comments, basically anywhere you can find me. All right, and make sure to check out also the next video that is going to be in the upper corner of this video, and then in the bottom right you will find the subscribe button. So hit that as well so that you never miss a new episode from me.